Hello Toon Army! Today we've got some absolutely massive transfer gossip to dive into, plus a heartbreaking moment from our Swiss maestro that shows just how special our lads really are. So grab your scarves, pour yourself a pint, and let's get straight into the biggest Newcastle news of the week. First up, the transfer rumour mill is in full swing, and our beloved Magpies are reportedly eyeing up Fiorentina's Moise Kean as a potential summer target. According to reports from Italy, Newcastle have made first direct contact with Kean's representatives, potentially lining him up as an Isak alternative. Now, fellow Toon fans, I've got to be straight with you here. This one has me worried. While Kean has been absolutely tearing it up in Serie A this season, with an impressive 22 goals in 36 matches, we simply cannot ignore his previous Premier League stint. During his time at Everton, between 2019 and 2021, Kean managed just 4 goals in 39 appearances, after arriving for $25.6 million. Let's be honest, our magnificent Newcastle United is not in the financial position to gamble $45 million on his release clause. The Premier League's profit and sustainability rules mean we need to be smarter than ever with our spending. And throwing that kind of money at a player who's already struggled in this league would be a massive risk. What I'd much rather see, and what would get St James's absolutely rocking, is a move for Ipswich Town's Liam Delap. The lad's only 22 and has bagged 12 goals in 30 matches for a struggling side. Imagine what he could do with the service from Trippier, Bruno and Joelinton. At a reported $40 million, he'd be $5 million cheaper than Kean, and 3 years younger. That's the kind of smart business that can take our magnificent club to the next level. Of course, we'll need to fend off interest from the so-called Big Six clubs, who are all sniffing around Delap. But make no mistake, Newcastle United is the destination for ambitious young players these days. Champions League football beckons. Eddie Howe is building something truly special, and there's no better place for a young striker to develop into a world beater. Remember, Toon Army, we don't need to make the same mistakes as other clubs. Our rise back to the top of English football is being built on smart decisions, calculated risks, and an absolute refusal to be taken for a ride in the transfer market. Now let me tell you about a moment of pure magic that had every Newcastle fan leaping off their sofas on Monday night. Our rock at the back, the magnificent Fabian Schar, came within inches of scoring what would have been one of the greatest goals in Premier League history during our commanding 3-0 victory at Leicester. Picture this, Toon Army, the Swiss maestro, spotting the Leicester keeper off his line, decides to unleash an absolute thunderbolt from 60 yards out. The ball soars through the Midlands air, the keeper scrambling back in panic, and then, bang! It crashes against the crossbar, denying Schar what would have been a David Beckham-esque moment of genius. Thankfully, our very own Jacob Murphy was on hand to bury the rebound and make it 2-0. But goodness me, what a moment that was. In his post-match interview, our honest Fabian admitted he was absolutely devastated not to see that effort hit the back of the net. You could see the mix of emotions on his face. Delighted with the win, but gutted his moment of brilliance didn't quite come off. That's the kind of passion we love to see at Newcastle United, isn't it? Even in a comprehensive 3-0 away victory, our players want more. They want those special moments that get etched into club folklore. And listen to this quote from the man himself. "I saw the keeper was off his line and I hit it well. It was just instinct. When it hit the crossbar, I was devastated, but pretty happy when Murphy scored." That's our Fabian. Team first, always. He even joked that he doesn't even get an assist for it. That's the selfless attitude that's transformed this club under Eddie Howe. The win at Leicester has put us right back in the mix for Champions League qualification, sitting 5th and only behind Chelsea on goal difference. The dream is well and truly alive, Toon Army. And Schar knows exactly what's at stake, saying, "We know what we want and what we can achieve, and how big the Champions League is. Everyone wants to be there. The challenges keep coming thick and fast." With Manchester United visiting St James' Park this Sunday before clashes against in-form Crystal Palace and Aston Villa. But this Newcastle United side fears absolutely nobody. The Carabao Cup winners are flying high, playing with confidence, and have turned our magnificent cathedral on the hill into an absolute fortress once again. So, Toon Army, make sure you're there on Sunday, making the kind of noise that sends shivers down opposition spines. This is Newcastle United's time, and together, players, staff, and the greatest fans in the world, we're taking this magnificent club back to where it belongs, competing with Europe's elite. This is Gary Thompson, proud Geordie and lifelong Toon supporter, signing off until next week. Away the lads!